Are you familiar with this? If you are, you're probably making one of the 5 mistakes that we're going to share in today's video. Have you ever felt like your cat is not food motivated? Or maybe your cat tries to reach to your hand when you're doing a command. Maybe your cat just gets distracted with everything and only pays attention to you when you have a treat in your hand. If you said yes to any of these points, or you feel like progress with your cat is slower than expected, most likely you're making one of the 5 mistakes. If you have a feeling that your cat doesn't understand clicker training and you find it difficult to teach your cat new tricks, the mistake that you might be doing is that the clicker it's not properly charged. Charging the clicker is nothing more than priming your cat with the knowledge that after a click comes a reward. It is a good idea to start the training sessions by charging the clicker. It takes almost no time, it's fun, and it will make your sessions way smoother. Grab 6 or 7 treats, get comfortable, and start click and rewarding for no reason at all. If your cat reaches to your hand while you're clicker training them, even to the point that they scratch you and you have to drop the treat off your hand and they eat it from the floor instead. Sometimes your cat just forgets that you're training them and goes directly for the bag of treats. You might be doing one of these 2 things wrong. Feeding them treats with the same hand that it's doing the command, or feeding them with a good hand but directly to their mouth instead of dropping them on the floor. I particularly like throwing the treats away from them because it's a way to tell your cat that the treats are coming far away from your bag and far away from the hand that's making the signal. Also, it allows your cat to unwind between exercises. I was spending way too much money on treats for me and I wanted to make some DIY myself. Hopefully, they'll be ready before the video is over and I can tell you if Mia likes them or not. The next problem I often find are people claiming that their cats are not food motivated. And while there's definitely the possibility, it's not common. There are 2 mistakes that might make it hard for your cat to be motivated by the treats that you're giving them. The first and most important of the 2, it's free feeding. Free feeding is to allow your cat to eat whenever they want. In other words, if there's always a bowl of food available for them to eat at any time, that's free feeding. Not limiting the amount of food or the moments where your cat can eat is not a very good idea if you're working hard to clicker train them. Free feeding impacts not only your cat's health, but also your ability to motivate them with food, as well as your ability to create a strong bond with them. Because we're going to use food as a reward when clicker training, we want to control when our cat is eating. So if you're free feeding your cat, my recommendation is to put your cat on a schedule. I feed Mia 3 to 4 times a day, time between meals being between 6 to 8 hours. And I am aware that not everybody is at home, sitting, waiting for their cat meal time to come up. If COVID doesn't have you locked inside your house and you're going to the office for work, there are automatic feeders that can help you with that purpose. I've found great automatic feeders both for dry and wet food. So if you don't know where to start, you can find the links in the description box down below. By feeding your cat on a schedule, you can strategically place the training sessions between meals. By placing the training sessions close to the feeding time, you're going to increase the food motivation of your cat as well as the appeal of the treats that you're giving them. In the case that you're going to put your cat on a schedule because you're free feeding them currently, it is important that during the transition period, your cat eats enough food. Having a hungry cat, it's never a good idea because cats are not designed to use energy stored in their fat reserves, and their liver can get easily overwhelmed. And you're going to ask me, how much food should I feed them then? Because we don't want our cats to be hungry, we're going to place a big bowl of food on the floor at the time that we've decided that it's going to be the feeding time. Call your cat and let them know that you're putting food down. I personally like asking Mia, are you hungry? And when she meows, means that she's hungry, and then I put the food down. Are you hungry? Okay. Come on. Sit. But I strategically do it at times when I want to put the food down. After 10 to 15 minutes of the food being down, you're going to see that your cat stops eating, and at that time, you can take the food and remove it from the floor. You'll notice that they don't finish all the food that you put down. So next meal, use the amount they ate as a measure of how much food you should put down each meal. Oh, let me go check the oven real quick. Looks like you should hit the like button, but the treats are going to need another 10 minutes or so. The second mistake that might have you feeling like your cat is not very food motivated are the treats that you are using. I don't have chocolate at home because I crave it all the time. If I have chocolate, I keep going for the fridge for more. Chocolate, it's to me a very strong motivated to go to the fridge. Cauliflower, for instance, doesn't produce the same effect. If you want to get your cat motivated, you need to find those treats that your cat goes crazy for. And I can tell you it's not chocolate. Chocolate, it's toxic for cats. Because I've always fed Mia either canned or raw meat, I started clicker training using kibble. Because for Mia it's unique, it's different, and for her, kibble equals cookies. However, when I need Mia to be more focused because I'm teaching a complex trick or I'm outdoors, I use freeze-dried chicken instead. That's the one thing that Mia will stop anything to go and eat. I've added links to the products we use in the description box down below. Using treats for training can make your cats fat. If you're going to buy treats like the ones that they sell in the supermarket as treats, make sure that you break them into smaller pieces because they are highly caloric. And the last thing that we want is to overfeed our cats. Sometimes our cats are just not in the mood for training. They are completely distracted and not even the treats that your cat craves are going to help them concentrate on the task. Just stop. Stop the training. Play with your cat instead. When your cat has way too much energy, it doesn't make any sense to try to outpower that energy with treats. It's better to drain some of your cat's energy and do the training session after that. Playing with a cat can be very fun, but also very boring, especially with older cats. Cats are ambush predators, and they stalk and pounce to capture their prey. When you are playing with your cat, you will first need to trigger the curiosity and the hunting instinct with fast moves that will get your cat's eye. When you notice that your cat is already following the toy with their eyes and their ears, their whiskers are out, and their pupils are starting to get big, then it's time to let the prey sit and wait for your cat to pounce on it. If you want to learn more about cat body language, you can click the link here, but I will also add the link in the description box down below. You can alternate playtime with throwing treats after a click to get your cat running after them without forgetting that they are within a training session. I'm sure these tips will help you improve your training sessions and accelerate the training with your cat. I can't wait to see what you think of them in the comment section. Oh damn, the treats! Stay wild, stay safe, see you outdoors.